Hello and welcome. Are you tired of missing your shots at long distances or in close combat? If yes, you clicked on the right video. First of all, we talk about aiming in general. There are many ways to aim, but in Hell Let Loose and other more popular esports, there is only one golden standard, that is to use your wrist, arm and fingers to have the best possible aiming experience. So what are these aiming styles and what do you use? Arm aiming is aiming with your whole arm, which covers like big distances in game, but you can't be really precise. Wrist aiming is a very fast and precise tool, exceptional for flicking, but it can cover only a small distance very precisely. Fingertip aiming is extremely powerful for vertical adjustments that your wrist cannot cover. As I said before, the gold standard is to combine all three of these, but I'm happy when you can learn how to use two of those, arm and wrist aiming combined. Quick disclaimer. This only works with mousepads who are 30 centimeters or bigger. Only then you can use your arm to a good extent. If your mousepad is smaller, I would highly recommend getting a bigger one. There are good cheap options out there, but if your desk is too small for such a mousepad, I would recommend using the lowest sens you're comfortable with and try to practice long shots in the practice range. So, moving on. Just look at how you're holding your mouse and think about what type of muscle groups you use and how you can use everything. Most top comp players are in the range of 45 to 60 centimeters per 360 degrees. For my American viewers, that's 17.8 to 23.6 inches. And why is that? Because they use this aiming style to be so good in this game. So go into the practice range and make a 360 degree turn when you're in ADS and kinda guess the distance you're traveling. If you're in that range of the comp players, then you already use your arm perfectly and it's only training that makes you better, but these following steps could help you as well to adjust your sens. If you're only using your wrist, then this is the perfect video for you. So you go into the practice range and find a dummy of your choice. Step 5 meters away from it and aim at his nose. Now I want you to press A or D and keep your crosshair at the nose. If you're heavily jittering, then you know your sens is too high and we will need to halve your sensitivity. I know this seems drastic, but try it. And now use your arm to stay at the target and your wrist only for a slight micro correction. If you're still jittering, halve it again until you can't follow it anymore. Now we will set the slider up one at a time and you try it again and again and again until you feel comfortable that you stay at the target without shaking. Don't worry if you're not good with it, but try to be as smooth as possible and relax all of your muscles in your arm, wrist and fingers. It will surely take time, but it will be worth it. Furthermore, if you can't follow the nose, just stay at the head and try to be most of the time in the center of the head. So now you have a good sensitivity that you're comfortable with. Now we want to fine adjust it. So go to these two dummies and back 10 meters off. Aim in the middle and now flick your arm to one of the heads and fine adjust, then flick to the other helmet and fine adjust. You'll be under flicking, which means you're landing in front of the target, or over flicking, which means you're overshooting it. When you do this 20 times, try to look if you're overshooting or undershooting and adjust the sens accordingly. Undershooting means slightly higher sens, overshooting slightly lower sens. If you're really comfortable with perfectly tracking these two targets and flicking between them, then you found your perfect sensitivity. If you have found the perfect sens, then go to this folder, your PC, the storage where you installed Windows, then user, then yourself. Then you want to make sure that the invisible objects are on, or the invisible files. Go to app data, local, Hell Let Loose, saved, config, Windows no editor, and game user settings. This is your game data, just open it and look up ADS mouse sensitivity, which is close to the top. Here you can see your actual mouse sensitivity. There you can really fine adjust your sensitivity. But if you do that, you have to restart the game because T17 is refusing to give us a manual input. You can also save after fine adjusting this sens and copy the game user settings file in case your game crashes and you want the exact same settings back. To further improve your aiming skills, I highly recommend something like Aimlabs, where you will find countless scenarios which will help you to get a better hand-eye coordination. So I hope this video helped you, and it will take some time for you to get used to it, but trust me, you will get better over time and way more precise than before if you give it a week or more. Share it with your friends who may be also having issues with long shots and comment your progress below and the aiming type you are. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful morning, day and evening.